Yeah. Yeah. Oh gosh. Hello everybody. Oh, excuse me. Let me blow my nose. Alright. Well, I'm trying to figure out how to make videos in this YouTube studio thing. I've been outside most of the day trying to figure it out. And each time I try to figure it out, I screw it up, and then I have to retake it and delete it and blah 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 blah. This YouTube studio creator thing sure is a piece of, well, it doesn't really help you. It doesn't tell you how to do it. Then you got to do a search online for instructions of how to do it, and it doesn't make much sense. But why can't that be so simple? No, it can't be so simple. Bandit, you want to get up on the bed? Hold on, people. Let me put him on the bed. Hang on, hang on. Come here, up. All right, there you go. Okay, and then let me shut the door here. There. All right. Yeah, I got that one shut. A lot better now. Alright. What I hope to do with this is, if he leaves me alone, is I've had people ask me questions of like why am I living the way I am, and what are my plans, and what so much easier living a stick and brick and rent. Well, no, it wouldn't be easier. Rent is expensive. Mortgages are expensive. You all know that. That's ridiculous. Um, but I am on disability. Probably think to retire. Maybe, I don't know. But I can't afford to pay rent. There's just no way I can. And it's not cheaper to live in the van, but it's at least I know where the money's going to. Um, I know that well, for let's just do utilities, okay? Y'all, wintertime, it's cold back there in Maryland, I know, uh, and Montana, and Missouri, and South Dakota, and Florida, and Virginia, Pennsylvania. Well, I'm able to snowbird in Quartzsite, Arizona, and even though it's where everybody comes and it's crowded in January because of the big RV show and the Rock and Gem show, and then Schoolie Palooza is a whole mess of school buses that are fixed up, and then you have the retired people that have driving condos. I call them the alphas. There's like 47, maybe more, across from us, and they're here for 2 weeks. And it's like bringing your condo on wheels. And to me, that's not camping. I mean, they're here for 2 weeks, but that's not camping. They've got all the conveniences. They run their darn generators all day long, all into the night. The generators are supposed to be turned off at 10 o'clock. They don't. So then we get after them. We report them. Because who wants to listen to a generator all day long and all night long? Um, so quiet hours are 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. So they don't need it. If they can afford an Alpha RV, then they can afford solar. I mean, we have a guy that's in a tent here, and he's retired, and he's in a tent, and he has 300 watts of solar power. He stores up all his solar power, and then he can run his CPAP machine all night long, on that power they store. So if he can't afford a trailer or a camper. He's in a tent, but yet why do these big condos on wheels have to run their generators? They say, "Oh, we need a CPAC machine." Well, get some solar if you can afford that darn thing. Get yourself some solar and store the solar power up so you can run your CPAC and at night and not disturb other campers. I'm sorry, I'm on a rant. All right, so people ask me, this is what I have. I have 300 watts of solar power, and I don't really store my power because I'm watching videos on either YouTube or Netflix or Amazon Prime during the day and into the night, and I just have to charge all my gadgets. And so basically, I'm using it just to enjoy instead of just sitting here not doing anything. Um, I'm usually out traveling around and taking some photos and taking some videos, but when this the gem shows goes on, you don't even want to be out in that traffic. I mean, there's three lights. Let's say one, two, no, two lights between Main Street and Central and the LTVAs and the long-term camping where I'm at, and it's nothing to sit through 7 lights because you got people wanting to turn right or left into all the festivity tents and vendors, blah 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 blah, and they're always in the wrong lane. If you want to go straight out to the camp areas, there's 4 different LTVAs, and then there's some free BLM land. If you want to go to that, you need to be in the left middle lane, not the left turn lane, and not the right hand lane. The right hand lane, usually everybody goes in that lane to make a right to go to the tents and the vendors. The far left hand lane is to go to the other side. But now you got people that they get to the light and then there's a sign up that says this lane ends. What? Why didn't they put the darn sign back further so people know which lane to get into? So you got a bottleneck. So you're sitting 7 lights in a row for one light. You could be like the fifth car and you're still sitting because people are blocking the intersection. So then you got the pedestrians that just walk across and don't care. The speed limit's 35 miles an hour. Everybody does the speed limit. And if you can't run across the street while there's an opening, instead, everybody, oh, we gotta all run across the road. And then everybody's slamming on the brakes because you got pedestrians running in the road. And people like me and my other camper friend Jane and Vicky, no, not Vicky, uh, Willard and Jamie and um, Susie, we we don't have refrigerators. We have ice chests, so that means we do have to go into town basically every other day to get food because we have to replace our ice. Plus, we have to dump our little potties that we have, and we gotta get propane, butane. Well, I don't have to do that because I buy it in quantity. But dump your trash. And that's another thing. The trash cans. I have the picture up on the video. On my phone. Trash cans now. The alphas are here. I'm not saying it's them, but other condos on wheels. Everybody's dumping all their trash. I mean, they change their tires and there's signs up. It says only trash that can fit in dumpsters. No, nothing around the ground or around the cans. No tires. Bulky items take to the transfer station. But no, there's trash all over the place. And each LTVA has their own dumping containers, dumpsters. But they only get emptied once a week. They need to be empty 3 times a week because these people are crazy. You would not believe the trash. But it only lasts a month. So I think it's the 26th or the 28th is the last day for the big tent. And this big tent is like 4 football fields long. And so that'll be taken down. Mostly everybody will be gone. The Schoolie Paloozies show that's out in Dome Rock, that'll be gone. The RTR had to be put up in Parker at the fairgrounds because they couldn't. The BLM wouldn't let them have their rally this year on their property because word of mouth has got that they're celebrating 10 years this year. And last year they had 3,000 some campers that went there. And sure, I understand BLM. They don't want all these people camping and taking all the nice spots up and just because you're living in your camper full time or part time or whatever, some people are ruining it for those of us that are decent because they dump trash, they leave trash. Their campsites are horrendous once they leave. But the RTR people, the organizers, they could have to clean it up themselves. And if everybody packed in and packed out, they wouldn't have all that problem. Then you got people that using the bathroom outside. I'm not saying in a outhouse. I'm saying they're literally going on the desert ground. And these are people that, you know, there's no reason for it. To put it bluntly, there's no reason. If you're living in your van or a tent or a RV or a camper or a pickup truck camper or a TT, travel trailer, whatever, pack it up and pack it in, pack it out. It's doesn't you don't have to ruin it for everybody. So, anyways, the BLM people said, "Well, we're gonna start charging you. You're gonna need dumpsters. You're gonna need outhouses. X amount of outhouses per X amount of people." And so it's cost them something. I think they said it cost them $7,000. They get donations, and some people uh have a little bit extra money and helps the RTR people organizers out a lot. Um, but this year you can't park around where they're having the rally. It's Rubber Tramp Rendezvous or Rubber Tramp something or another with R. I can't remember what it is, but so they had to have to pay for the Parker Arizona fairgrounds. So they gotta pay that fee. They gotta have for the fee for the outhouses, the vault toilets, nice word, and nobody can camp on the fairgrounds. So everybody has been doing caravans and tribes, as they call them, where up to 60 people can camp together in one section, and it's like 17 different groups of people that it's a good way to make friends if you want to make friends and meet other people and all. But you have to drive then to the fairgrounds. And then you're losing your spot if you don't have a towed, if you're not pulling a car behind you. Uh, I'm not going because I don't want to lose. I don't want to drive 40 some miles one way in my van, lose my spot here, even though I have stuff all over the place here. I have a clothesline. I have my camper now. Um, that's in the process of being redone, and I've got my cooler and I got the fire pit all set up, and uh, I got my camp stove outside, so people know that this is a habitable area. But you got people that like to come along and steal things too. You know, you got some crooks. There's some crooks. uh, my one neighbor Jane here, last year she went where we really were looking out for each other, and she left her 60-watt solar panel out on a table, and she went and spent the day. She was away for like 5 or 6 hours. Well, when she came back, the table and the solar panel was taken, and her rug was taken. Can't trust anybody. So we're all together now, and we're spaced out, but we check in. We say, okay, I need to go this place tomorrow or the next day, and will you be around to stay here at the camp so we can go do what we have to do, and then we reciprocate. We just let each other know so that there is someone able to see the campground and watch and make sure nobody comes in and takes anything. So that's covered for that. But when we're on the road, then we can't pull all our stuff out. That's why I'm glad that now that I got the camper, I can just keep everything, the ice chest and everything, the generator in the van, and live in the camper. Uh, just take out the generator as I need it, or, well, I'll probably put the generator on the back of the van. No, I can't put it on the back of the van because I'm going to be pulling the van, the camper. So that won't work. Maybe I can put it on the tongue, maybe. Well, I'll figure that out. First, I got to get everything done for it to it, and I think I've overgone. Well, maybe not. Well, let's. I'll just keep on talking. So, anyways, so I have the solar and the generator. I use the generator to charge my power tool battery packs, and they only take 30 minutes to charge. I only have two of them. I also use it to charge my electronic stuff if we don't have any sun. If it's been raining or something, then I can just plug it and charge everything there. So I have that's for my electric. Then for heat, I have a Wave 3 heater. It's catalytic. It's safe. It's propane. It's better than the little buddy uh, or big buddy heaters because they just eat up the propane. The Wave 3 catalytics, they don't eat. I mean, my propane tank lasts a whole month. So, but it's starting to get warmer, and it won't be so cold now. Yay! So the propane costs will really come down. Then butane, I usually just if it's too windy, I can't cook out on the camp stove because of the wind. But can cook using a butane canister on a little portable stove that I have in here, and and I can make my coffee in the morning, have hot chocolate before I go to bed. That's basically what I use that for. But the butane is expensive, and those little cans don't last long. If you remember last year, I had a butane heater. Oh my God, I went through so much butane. Uh, so I had a buddy, but that died. And so this year, I just said, Wave 3 was pretty expensive. It's over $200, but I went ahead and got it. Um, I got the 3. I think I really should have gotten the 6 because it was really cold. It's 2 months. We had 2 months really, really cold. This month was really, really cold. Got down to 20 degrees one night, and that was below freezing most of the rest of the nights. But now we're having like 43 degrees temperatures at night, so that's not bad. Well, we're at 20 minutes right now, so let me stop and see how this works. Well, I'll stop and then I'll make another part two. Nice talking to y'all, and I know I'm looking at the uh my eyes are really weird. I don't even think I'm really looking at you. I'm trying to find out how to look at it, but oh well. Look, there I'm centered now. The video's over and I'm finally centered. Okay, talk to you later.